Gotta wait. Hello, everyone. Hello, I'm Jeanette Collins, and I am on YouTube and on Facebook simultaneously. So I would love for you to say hello. Again, my name is Jeanette Collins, and you're watching Stampin' to Connect. This is my studio, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am really excited to show you this beautiful card today that I'm going to be making. Today, what I'm using is the Wonderful World stamp set. I've made several cards with the paper, but I want to use just the stamp set today. So I hope you'll watch this tutorial. I'll be doing a little bit of blending with the blending tool and the blending brush, I guess. And I'm also going to be doing some stamping off to kind of make a really neat background. So I want to show you the card I made yesterday, and we'll then start from there. So let me put you down so you can see my desk, and I hope everything is going to be very clear. Just let me know if you can't hear me, or if I'm getting off camera, or if you're hearing an echo, anything like that. I would love to know. And of course, I want to know where you are from. I'm going to put up my little comment, and for those of you on, hopefully you can see both of them, or see one. I just said say hello and tell me where you're from. So I didn't announce that I'm coming on. So anyway, if you happen to be finding me, go ahead and chime in. So, all right, I'm going to turn the camera down, quit my blabbing. All right, let's see here. There's my camera and my glasses. Of course, this is celebration time, and we all know about celebration. We know about all the extra products that they put in. And if you don't, I'll have to show that to you later because I don't have my flyer here. This is the set I'm working with. I'm going to be working with this stamp set, Wonderful World. I have used so much of this paper, and I have about less than half of it to go. So this is a free item out of Celebration. All you need to do is purchase $100 at an online store, at my online store, and you will get this item free. There's a couple things that have already sold out, so you need to do it quickly. This tree lot dies is completely gone. And let's see what else is completely gone. Oh, it was these little envelopes. The pool party and seafoam envelopes are gone. All right, so that's where I'm coming from. Now, let's see. Okay, today I'm going to be using Stylish Shapes die, and I believe I'll be using this second one. And I'm also using the Pretty Flowers. Let me put this where you can see it. The Pretty Flowers embossing folder. And of course, I think I'm going to use the Rose in the Wonderful World set. All right, so that's the main things I'm using. And I'm going to be using, let's see. Let me show you this first. Now, these are two cards I put together yesterday, and this is using the Pretty Flower embossing folder. And as you can see on here, I've used Rich Razzleberry and Melon Mambo as my colors. And I stamped off the Rich Razzleberry Rose there. Now, I was just playing around with this because I was looking at this is a 3x4 card on the front. And I was looking at the papers like, well, maybe I should add a little paper just to give it a touch of what I was doing to complement the paper. And then I got kind of fun and crazy, and I did this little stamping off on the back side of this circle. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. And here I did another front. Now this is just a 3x4 putting on top of it so you can see the difference. This one I think is more simple, and actually I think I like it better. It's not quite as busy. I used the dark paper, just probably a 3/4 inch. Used the same circle die. I did some shading on the background with the Rich Razzleberry. And my thank you is actually in the Melon Mambo, and I don't know why I did that. It should be Rich Razzleberry as well. So, but that's an example. So today let's get started with the one I want to do with the background. All right. I'm going to be using my stitch circle die. We're going to be using the 3x4. That's to stamp on. This is my mat for this 3x4. So I've made it 1/8 of an inch bigger. So it will have that 1/16 of an inch all the way around. I've also had the inside. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did a mat for the inside of my card. And this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 because my inside of my card is 3 3/4 by 5. So this is basically all I'm using. And the reason why I put this mat is because I'm putting it on a white card base. So I have to have it where it pops like that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Melon Mambo. If I can find it. I just added and moved everything around. Oh, okay, here it is. Melon Mambo is such a great color. It's very close to, what is that other one? Polished Pink. But, you know, this is a beautiful color too. Now, it doesn't look exact on my camera. My lighting is just a little off, and I would love to get one of the big fancy cameras that would, you know, get the lighting just perfect. All right, I'm going to tear this off. This is my 3x4 card that I'm going to first do some easy shading. Let me get my piece of paper behind it so I don't get everything all dirty. You can see it, okay? And what I'm going to do is just pounce my brush and start off because it makes those big dots. And so I kind of rub my blending brush all around, and then I start. So it's still making a little bit of a shadow there. But what you have to do is just go lightly. You don't want to press harder because the harder you press, the more you're going to get those blotchies. Let's see how I'm doing. That doesn't look too bad. Another thing I like to use, let's see if I have it right here, is a, what is it called? Well, I'll think of it in a little bit. I like to use one of those silicone mats because then it slides on real easily and you can keep going over what you have on the silicone mat to, you know, to add color. So like this, what I'm trying to do is just rub it a little bit more off that paper and see if I can pick up any more. Now, most of this is going to be covered up, so we don't need to worry that it's going to be too much. Okay, I'm rubbing and then going back onto the card. Just need to get this little piece right here at the bottom. And I'm not pressing hard. A lot of people do, but, you know, I don't want to hurt my hand because I already have plenty of other problems with my buddy. Okay, here we go. So now we have the nice shaded little 3x4 card. Let's see if you can see it. My lights. I'm filming during the day, and so I've got a window in front of me and lights on this. So, and then I also wanted to put just a little bit of shading on my circle. And of course, I'm just going to put it on one side. It really won't matter because we can turn the circle anyway. Put it right here. You can see, right? Just put a little bit, just kind of to accent that bottom. That's what I wanted to do. Boy, you can hardly see that. I can see it on my end. Nope, you're not seeing it. Oh, well, trust me. Okay. If you've never been online before or seen me, please say hello. Again, I'm Jeanette Collins, and let me put myself in the corner here. Let's see if it comes up. There I am. Hello. Hello, everybody. Go ahead and tell me where you're from. And if you're watching, I guess I'll know when you're watching from YouTube or my Facebook page. All right, now I've got this one shaded with the blending brush and just a little bit of this shaded on the bottom of my circle. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my stamp and I'm going to be stamping off. So I have my stamping off scrap paper right here. As you can see, I've done it 100 times. So let's see. Maybe I need to put something under it too, just so I don't get messy. Okay. Okay, what my plan is I'm going to stamp full on the first generation and then stamp off. And I'm going to go all the way around the card and kind of make a garden bouquet, okay, with this rose. That was my idea. Okay, let's just start in the corner and see what happens here. Okay, stamp. Beautiful. Now I'm going to stamp off and put it fairly close where it maybe touches. There. Okay, do another one. I think I'm going to stamp off first. There we go. Make it a little lighter. Oh, beautiful. Actually, I like this one better than that one because you see more of the veins in the flower. Okay, we'll stamp off again. And let me put it here in the corner. And let me stamp off again in the bottom. Nice. Okay. If I stamp off next to this flower up here, it should be a little lighter. Yes. So see, I'm making my little garden. That's what I called it. It's so much fun. If you've never stamped before, let me know. It's such a great hobby because it, you know, works that right brain, which we all need to work. Okay, let's keep going. I may try another full just to see what happens again. Now that I've been using my stamp, see, it's a lot darker, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going. Let me do another stamp off right here. Yeah, I did that one pretty close. Now I'm going to stamp off and get this corner. There. All right. And I'm going to fill in just this little white space with my stamp that is not, I haven't reloaded it. There, that looks great. I'm very happy with that. All right, so I'll put my rose away. So I shaded it with the Melon Mambo, and now I have stamped it in a neat little circle. So the next thing I want to do is take my circle, because this is going to be my focal point of the card, and it's going to go right here in the middle. Now, isn't that pretty already? Just that it has like a bouquet around it. I thought it was. I thought it was neat. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take my circle and I'm going to stamp 2 roses on this. So I'm going to stamp one kind of right here, and probably I will stamp off and then stamp it, and then use that 3rd generation on right next to it. Let's see if that makes sense. Okay. Here's my stamp off paper. Okay, here we go. If you've never visited my blog, please do. It's stampin2connect.com. I appreciate if you would and go look around. All right, let's see here. I'm going to stamp off, and now I'm going to stamp this, the 2nd generation, kind of at an angle. There we go, and hold it just for a second. And now that's so pretty. And now I want to stamp the next one. I'm going to drop it a little bit lower and kind of almost overlap it, but I'm putting that stem where the stems are overlapping at the bottom. Yeah, that's pretty light, but it's still good, you know. I think that's pretty. I can try it again. Let me get another another circle. Well, oh, there it is. I love having extras of things like this, which I do. So, okay, let's try it again. And you know what? I may need to just put it on the flat surface because that paper was a little wobbly. All right, let's do it on this again. Oh, gosh. But I want to use my blending brush to get that little bottom just a little bit, just so that those flower stems have a little something to be grounded on. There. Okay, that's good. Now I've got that little shading right there just to ground my flower. Hope you can hear me okay. Please let me know if you're watching live. Okay, I'm going to stamp. You can't see me. I'm going to stamp, and then this is stamp on my scratch paper and stamp again. I'm putting it at an angle. There. And off. Very pretty. And now I'm stamping again, but I'm going to move my stem and drop it a little lower. Hopefully I'll get the full flower this time. There it is. Now see, that's pretty to me. See how they matched at the bottom, and this is it's like a ghost in the back, right? So it's just so, I think it's so beautiful. And then what's going to happen is we are going to put this on dimensionals on the front. Okay, so I'm just working with the stamped part. Let me get my dimensionals and go ahead and do that. Last night I watched, I guess, a seasoned Stampin' Up! Demonstrator do her first live on YouTube and Facebook using StreamYard, which I'm using. And she did a good job. I mean, because she's very experienced in her card making, but also, you know, just going through all the technical stuff. That's what we all have to learn. And every time I change my camera, I have to relearn everything. So hopefully I'm going to be able to put a really good camera instead of just the webcam. And now I wanted to use my phone camera because it is a good camera, but I'm on a wireless network and it just won't pull from when I have to, you know, hook it up to the computer. Now, this is what I've done. You know, it kind of looks like I had a real old bedspread that my mom had for us little girls, and it was the little pink roses. It was just so pretty, and I still have it, and I'm pretty old. So, but that's what this reminds me of that bedspread Mother had for us. There were two of us in one room, and we had the same bedspreads. Okay, now I need my sentiment, and what I did is I cut my sentiment out of, let's see, this trio of tags, because I wanted something small. Now, I don't know if this is, I think this is retired, but I'm using this little bitty one right here. So it will look right. And I've already cut it out just to save time because I ramble. And I want to put dimensionals on it. And this one's so small, I'm going to use the smaller dimensionals. And I need my reverse tweezers to help me out. There. Whoops. There's one. Hope you can still see. I think the hardest part for me in doing lives is getting started. And I have to quit saying all the time. That's a hard one. I'm gonna put this. So I'm putting them all close together. Let's see. Wait a minute. you know what? I'm going to take this one off because this one's going to go onto the card right here is what I had planned. So I'm going to take this one off that I just put on there. And I will use, whoops. And I will use a little bit of glue. Where's my mono glue? Here's my mono glue. Whoops. I'm going to put right here on this side so it can grab that popped up circle. And this is a thank you. Of course, it could be anything. And it will go like this. And it's okay. You know what? I didn't put. Okay, let me go ahead and put the rest of the card together. That would help. Okay, so we have the mat. So I'm going to mat this card first. Get my glue. This is a little Tombow glue holder that I actually bought. It's from, I believe it's called the Country Hive. She has an Etsy page, and she sent me a thank you note, and on the back of it she had a Stampin' Up mark on it. I'm like, well, look at that. She's a Stampin' Up person. That's cool. So anyway, I like my little holder. I got several of them with different colors. I need to put a link to her in my description. Okay. Now, the paper I'm using to mount this on is the, it's a Melon Mambo designer series in the Subtles color. I think that's the family it's in. But it's this year's, see, with the stripe. And it was a floral on the back, but I just needed it for that little accent. And same thing with this one that's going to line the inside of my card. Now, this one I think was last year's. So, but I keep them all inside the same folder because I want to use them up. All right, now I need my embossed folder, which I've already done. It's already sitting here. Now this is the design on this embossing folder, and this is a regular embossing folder. It's so pretty. So if you don't have it, you might want it. It's gorgeous. Okay, I've already embossed it. And with the embossed piece, we definitely want to use a glue. Turn this over again and put glue, and this one's going to go right in the center. Okay, and put it on this card. Might be a little bit more generous through the middle because it is going on an embossed piece. Again, if you like what you see, what I'm making, please give me a thumbs up or a like. And share my video. Okay, I'm putting this one flat, and it's making that frame. I'm looking at all sides all the way around. Sometimes I pop it up, but I think this has enough dimension. And now I can put my little greeting on there, my little sentiment. Put some glue on that again and take off these little tops. Got to use my tweezers. Come on. One. Or you know what? Pokey tool is what I call it. Works too. There. If you have your take a pick tool, that would be the same idea. Okay. Oh, get that off of there. Oh, got a little smudge. I'm going to get it off. It's a glue smudge. So I'm going to take it off with my eraser. Oh, it's making more mess. Let's keep rubbing it back and forth. Oh dear. I think I've made it worse. Well, we better put that label on there before anybody sees it. Oh dear. Oh yeah, it covers it up. Thank goodness. Okay, I just want to get that on straight. There. So pretty, isn't it? Again, it reminds me of that bedspread. Oh gosh. I love it when I think about my mom. All right, now I need an envelope. Not an envelope. I need a card base. So get my card base. And I'm going to fold it in half. It's nice to have your card bases ready, so you don't have to be starting from scratch every time. Use my bone folder to smooth that out and make a nice crease. There. Okay. And then this will go on the front, and it's going to cover the entire, front of my card like that. Okay, so then let me get some glue and put that on there. Again, see my little holder? I don't even have to put the lid back on. It doesn't seep into the bottom. I love it. Okay, I'll put it on here first. Again, I'm going to put it more generously in the center because it's going on. I'm putting an embossed folder on it. Okay. Here we go. And it does open the correct way. You always have to check that. I put them on upside down before. Now, the reason why I wanted to start my Stampin' Up! Business is because I want to connect with women who love the craft of paper crafting. And it just seems like, well, one of the other reasons is I've moved from city to city, and with my husband who's in sales. And when you move, let's say I was in North Texas in the Dallas area, and then moved to Tulsa, it's Oklahoma, and now we're in the Austin area. So it's like, you don't have your core friends. It's like, I need my friends. I need some friends. So if you want to be friends with me, let me know. I would love to meet you, even if it's just online. It's nice to have that camaraderie. All right, now I'm going to, my card is just, my embossed card is a little bit hanging over, and I could cut that. Let me do that real quick. I know what happened is I had like a FedEx store cut all my white cardstock, and when I picked them up, one side was done correct, like the half of it was done correct, and then the other half was a little short. It kind of made me mad. I guess one was long and one was short. All right, there's that. And now we're going to put the inside in. So again, I use the Melon Mambo designer paper, and it's at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm going to put it on the inside first. You know what? It might be easier. Ooh, I know. Here's my inside, 3 3/4 by 5. I've got to stamp another rose. We want to stamp on the bottom, have something on the inside, and then we can stamp the envelope too. Ooh. Okay. Get my stamp off card. I'm running out of view there. Let me move this stuff over. Okay, I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp right here in the corner. So pretty. All right. And now, oh, you know what? The envelope. Where's my envelope? Here it is. The white envelope by Stampin' Up. I'm going to do just the, my hands have ink on them. Look. I'm going to stamp this side of the envelope. Hurry, hurry. Okay, let's stamp it right here. Just to give it a little color. There. So now I can put my inside of my card together. And it's better for me if I glue this one first. And see, I have it where it makes 1/16 of an inch all the way around. That's pretty close. Close enough, right? I'm going to close this so I don't get any more melon mambo on my fingers. All right. And now let me glue this onto the mat. Can you see? Now, before I go, I want to show you, I think I have 7, 8, maybe even 9 cards I made with the designer paper from Wonderful World. So I hope you'll hang in to see that. And of course, if you like them, you can go back and watch the video for those. Or just pause it and see if you can case them. I think casing is so much fun too. Okay, there. Now I've got that one in, so now I have to put it on the inside of my card and see with that white, it just gives it a little punch. I think it looks pretty that way. So let me turn this one over and put the glue on it. Just a little bit, not too much. Not as much as when we put it on the embossing folder. Okay. See, I'm more relaxed now that I'm almost done. It's that getting started. So if you have any tips about, how to be smoother when I get started, let me know. Okay, I'm going to put this. I'm watching my corners. I line up the corners first because where they're both pointing to each other, and then it makes that nice. Wait, this is more of an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/4 of an inch on this side, which it doesn't matter. Isn't that pretty? And there's this card that looks like my childhood bedspread. Oh. Anyhow, let's see. What else do I have to show you? Let me show you the cards that I made. They're called the angle cut cards. And there's with the envelope. Isn't that pretty? I just love this embossing folder. Okay, let me show you my angle cut cards. I posted a couple of them on Instagram. Okay. These are my angle cut cards. And this was the very first one I made. And it's where you cut at an angle on the 1-inch mark. So, and I used the A side of one of the papers and the B side on the other. Put little jewels there and my congratulations tag. I don't know if I put anything on the inside. Oh, I did. I don't think all of them have an inside, but there's that iris. Okay, that's one. This is the white flower. And to make the white flower stand out, I put vellum in the bottom underneath it. And these are both A-side paper with this is from Tasteful Touches die. And this one doesn't have anything. Okay. Oh, now this is an angle card. And all I did was use my stamped image and fussy cut it out. I love this. This stamp is so pretty. And of course, I added the Wink of Stella just to the top one, not to the bottom one. I used different shades using my daubers to make that really stand out. I think it's so pretty. And I also added a little twine underneath. Anything in? Nope. Okay. This one was super simple, but I love it. I love it. This is the dominant paper. This is the B side. But what I did is I fussy cut some of the images that were on the edge of the designer paper and put them here at the bottom, and then put some jewels and Wink of Stella on it. Nope. I got to go back and put the insides in. This one is another one that just turned out so pretty. This is the dominant page, A side. This is the B side. And of course, my fussy cut flower from the paper. And then behind this is one of those corner flowers that was on the 12 by 12. And I cut it and put it in this corner. I just think it looks so great because it helps bring out that rich raspberry flower. Here's my yellow card. So saffron with my flower. And this was the entire flower. Even the leaves was cut from the paper. And I chose this paper. These are both A-side papers because it had the little yellow flower here. And that's, again, from Tasteful Touches Dies. I think it's what it's called. Oh, this one's so pretty too. And again, this is the A side and another A side. Okay. And I used the white here, but I glued it down on this side and then popped it up on the right side. And this one is completely popped up. And this is actually my stamping. So I stamped this one and cut this one out of the paper. So you are so special. Here's one more. This is in Flirty Flamingo. The flowers in the paper is either Flirty Flamingo or the Melon Mambo. So with this one, I used the Flirty Flamingo flower to cut out, used the dominant and a B side, and I matted it in the green and the old olive, and then I added the flourish with the punches. So, and then my last one. See, this one's with the different color. This is the Melon Mambo. You can tell here. They're different color flowers, even though they look almost the same. Same flower, but different color. And I fussy cut that out. I put a little flourish here. I love the stripe on this one. Isn't that just beautiful? And so this is a B side and a B side together. And they look so pretty together. And then one of the punches, I had a little bit of the B side of this purple one, and I just cut a few more leaves out of the B side purple. Yeah, so turned out really nice, and I love my gems on the thank you. So those are the cards I did with this set, and hope you are enjoying your set. Again, this is my sample card of what I made before I made the one today, and today's card looks like this. So just a little different. I love this one. This one's okay to me, but it's just, you know, oh, and did I show you this one too? I can't remember. This one's more simple. I think I did. But you can just switch them out. You know, make your 3x4 cards and just play until you get a design. That's what I did here. It's like I put the paper and then, you know, did some stamping off and just played around with it. But I really do like that with the roses all the way around. So thank you for being here with me today, and I hope you will come back and see me again. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, give me a like and possibly subscribe to help my channel. And also, if you are watching on Stampin' to Connect with Jeanette on Facebook, please like and share. All right. Now that's it for today. I probably won't be back until next week. And I'll see you maybe next Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye.